Welcome to another episode of Beyond the Track, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Lauren Sobel, joined with Tony Matarazzo, the CEO of the Traxxas Monster Truck Tour, and this is a special edition where we're going to be covering some of the highlights of 2017. And you know, since our first event in Bakersfield, California, to our last event in Jacksonville, North Carolina, we've had some crazy monster truck action in between. Now, what was one of your favorite parts of this season?
Well, you know, Lauren, we had a lot of firsts this year on the Traxxas Monster Truck Tour, and we brought a lot of excitement to the fans all across the nation. So for me, the backflip in Williston, North Dakota that we pulled off, that was really exciting. Definitely a crowd favorite. Wrecked a truck in the process, but you know, destruction is what people like to see. So we're gonna go over everything that was exciting this year, and we'll see what's up.
Let's get to it. Let's skip ahead to March 3rd and 4th when we stopped in Lake Charles, Louisiana, and the preparations were underway, and we got to meet some really special performers that had a bright future of carnage ahead of them.
I'm super pumped tonight to come out here and give the fans what they're looking for. Last night I rolled after a few jumps. Tonight I'm looking forward to rolling again or hitting some more jumps. I'm really excited for tonight's race. I'm 17 years old. I'm the oldest out of all of them, and next year I'll be driving a big truck, so come support me on that too.
Kevin Lewis, driving the Basher, had a memorable run here at the Civic Center, and Bigfoot was also here with Darren Schnell behind the wheel.
Hey, it's wonderful being back at Lake Charles. I was here a couple of years ago. They get rowdy down here. We're going to go out here. They got some big obstacles built. Who knows? Take a good look at Bigfoot. It's probably not going to look this pretty at the end of the night.
Darren sticks Bigfoot's nose straight up in the air with some awesome skywheelie action and proves to be a difficult contender to top in the competition. But Cody Holman piloting X-Max wasn't going to make it easy for anyone to get ahead, and Cody got some of the biggest air all night long. Cody's father, Bobby Holman, had a little spill in Lake Charles, and it was like walking through a swamp to get him out. They rolled over Scully to assess the damage, but it looks like all they both needed was a little bubble bath, and it was thankfully only cosmetic. We had a look inside Darren Schnell's Bigfoot trailer to see all of his toys.
So all you want to be a monster truck driver, this is what you don't see. We're starting to load these 800-pound tires into the trailer. It's got to come off the truck first. So tire change, tire number one. So you just saw we loaded tire number one. This is what we put the monster truck on to get in the trailer. These are little Firestone tires, are 8.3 24s. All right, through the magic of video, poof, all four tires off the truck. Now we need to strap them down so they don't move going down the road. A lot of truckers use these. They're a ratchet strap. You can take and pull until they will not move. Ta-da! And unlike most places that have loading docks, we are out here in the middle of the parking lot, so we have to use ramps. They're monster size, rated for 10,000 pounds.
Barely, Darren. This truck has no more than an inch of space on both sides of the trailer.
All right, guys. Everything else has to be tied down because going down the road, everything likes to move, so everything's got to be tight and tied down. We've got the four tires that we took off the truck there, but with monster trucks, we break a lot of stuff. So we also carry another spare 66. We carry a full motor ready to go. Also up here, we have our fuel jugs. Up in those totes, we have our spare parts. And in these cabinets is a full set of shocks, full set of 4-link bars, and anything else I might break through a weekend. This is a tour of Bigfoot 19's trailer. Thanks for watching, guys.
The Jackson County Expo Center in Medford, Oregon was on fire last March with every fan on their feet. And check out this move from Tevin Goodwin up and over on the roof. Gabe Montoya comes out in the reverse racer with a picture-perfect sky wheelie. He comes back around, and you know, those reverse wheelies never get old. At the end of the show, the fans got an encore they would never forget, with Tevin Goodwin and Bill Payne taking the track by storm. And just look how close they get to each other as they pass by. Such a display of control by these gentlemen. Now we head up to Fort Wayne, Indiana, at the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum.
It's our first time here in Fort Wayne. Brand new truck, 3 weeks old. Smoked the motor last weekend. Got a brand new 572 cubic inch motor in the back of the thing. Let's see what it does.
Brainiac is the latest installment of the Traxxas Super 3, and Dave had a strong run in Fort Wayne. Cody Holman almost appearing to hit those dome lights, skies it high, win after win this weekend in Indiana. With his foot heavy on the throttle, he took advantage of the large floor that he had to play with.
So it's very, very tough to win all 3 events. I love coming back to Fort Wayne. This place has always been good to me. You guys rock. I can't wait to come back next year.
Ty Cornelius and Backdraft launches over that van stack at the Cross Insurance Center with that beautiful fire truck concept body. And then the Monster Lobster Crustacean, driven by Greg Witchenbach, shows off his unique concept truck, and he's not afraid to live on the ragged edge. To come out of a risky situation like that certainly proves his driving skill. Last year on April 13th and 14th, we visited one of the biggest events we do all year long in Chico, California at the Silver Dollar Speedway. Let's have a look. Mother Nature continued its raging downpour, and with rain, we know that changes the outdoor track conditions dramatically. And Travis Wright in Bad to the Bone gets just enough speed to make it up and over that car stack. But with all the slippery sludge and literally pools of mud everywhere, we were in the midst of the biggest monster truck mud bog that I've ever seen in the 11 years I've been involved in this motorsport. To get around a track like this, slower is actually faster, and David Rife doesn't seem to care at all. He's just closing his eyes and stomping on it. Bobby Holman and Traxxas Scully was already well acquainted with the mud from Lake Charles, and he was all set. Tyler Nefori, a motorsports superstar, came to Chico to sport his brand new Safecraft extinguisher. And look at that carnage.
That happened. Got some good air, man.
Tyler landed so hard that it cleaned the tire right off the axle like it was made of butter. Now we had to get the extinguisher off the track to make room for our other competitor, which happens to be our newly crowned points champion, Cody Holman and X-Max.
This one's for all the people that ever got me where I'm at, my family, my friends, my dad, my mom, my sister, my Texas family, everybody. Without them guys, I never would have been here. That one right there is your guys'. Next one will be for me.
Let's go to Canton, Ohio, where the fans at the Stark County Fairgrounds had the hottest ticket in town.
You're on your game tonight for the Saturday crowd.
Yeah, we were only supposed to do 2 hits, but that K-Bear, you call it my name, I hit it last night, tried to get a good wheelie off of it. As soon as I hit it, I was like, oh, this is going to be good. Man.
Did you guys like the K-Rail jump? I think they liked it.
Canton is in Bobby's own backyard, so he had a special performance for his fans here at the Stark County Fairgrounds.
But it's all about you guys. You know, I've been doing this for 32 years. You guys have paid for every nut and bolt, every gallon of diesel fuel we've ever used coming up and down the highway. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be able to live my dream. We appreciate every one of you. This is even better because it's in the state of Ohio where I come from. So thanks a lot, folks.
Now we head off to Myrtle Beach, where Alex Rojas jumps into his first performance in a race truck, driving Bad to the Bone with big air over that pile. Bobby Holman also jumped into a new ride, driving Psychotic here at Myrtle Beach Speedway, getting a beautiful sky wheelie there. And Derek Anson is one of those drivers to always take the chance to get in the lead of every competition, and keeping momentum through his run with big air like that always scores well with our crowd judges. Derek set a tough freestyle to beat, but Cody Holman had seen what Derek did in his freestyle, and he was the last to hit the track. Being a big Traxxas name in the lineup, Cody got to work and yet again proved that Team Traxxas was the best on the track. Cody pulled out an upset and took the lead from heavy hitter.
The crowd saw it, they made it happen for you. What a freestyle run. I think you're on your game on that one with these fans here at Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, absolutely. I knew Derek was coming out behind me, so I had to lay down one of my best runs of the year so far.
Now let's shoot over to the West Coast, where we put on the most events at one time in Costa Mesa, California at the Action Sports Arena. We put on this show every year, and with 7 shows jammed together in just 5 days, we see 35,000 in attendance for the wildest event on wheels. Derek Ed, driving Fanatic, had some damage. We checked in with him. Let's have a look.
Fanatic first ran in '86. My father built and raced it, and at one point in time he broke his arm actually during competition, and for the next race my mom put on the race suit and she drove, and now I've taken over the steering wheel, and I got my boy right here next to me, so it's just going through the generations, and it's just Fanatic's just always been part of the family. We're trying to take care of her and not abuse her too much.
Rick Swanson shows us some Cyclone donuts in Obsession. Eric Swanson is one of the biggest rising stars in the industry. Growing up with his dad, who is a monster truck veteran, Eric has racing blood in his veins, and he was on fire in Costa Mesa all week.
Another great performance for these awesome fans in Costa Mesa.
Yeah, I know it's great hometown crowd, but all these drivers here are all veterans, all really good. It's a tough competition here.
Darren Schnell piloting Bigfoot made his patriotic appearance with this beautiful American-themed body. If you notice what he's doing, he slows down quickly right before approaching the obstacle, and he compresses the shocks. So when he hits the gas right at the ramp, it helps shoot the nose straight up in the air. Great run as he finishes with donuts. Now we head off to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania's Motor Speedway.
Excited to go out tonight and try some new things with the truck, see if I can beat these guys in wheelies and racing.
Maddie Myers was our only female monster truck competitor to run with the big boys this year, and she did proud. Dave Reif also jumped back into the Champ as he gets a nice launch off that tabletop and getting some longer launches, setting a new bar in the freestyle competition. And now we can't forget our crash of the year goes to Eric Tack and Bigfoot, dragging a wheelie and clipping the side of a ramp, sending him over. We rushed to the crash site to check on Eric.
Eric doing all right, a little shook up, a heck of a run there. You landed that slap wheelie, you were walking it on the rears, which always impresses the crowd, but you caught the corner of the ramp. Yeah, like you said, it kind of turned on me, and I kind of thought it was coming, but I thought I cleared it. You know, got a lot of friends out there, Coz, that's for you. You know, it's always a dangerous sport out here, and you know, we were talking about that earlier. When you're up in the air, you can't see in front of you. What you see in front of you is the sky. You do, you know, it's funny, you pick out telephone poles, stuff up high to keep your motion going, but like I say, it's going through and out of it. So, guys, I'm sorry, didn't mean to do it, but the game.
All in all, 2017 was an incredible season. And Tony, you know, with 2018 here, we have our first quarter coming up and our first show just around the corner. What do we have to expect with 2018 shows?
Well, you know, Lauren, we're all excited about what we've been able to put together here for 2018. We've got some powerful lineups from coast to coast, and part of that is splitting the Traxxas teams, right? So for the first time, we're going to have a West Coast team and an East Coast team. And where they culminate for the points champion, no one's going to know. So there's a lot of exciting stuff to come together this year, and we'll just see what happens.
And you know, the only place you're going to be able to see it is on YouTube, on Beyond the Track. Also keep following us on our Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Everything is at your fingertips. So we'll see you guys in 2018.
And remember, go out there and race everything from 1 wheel to 18.